On this Mazda, we're going to be doing the front lower control arms and the tie rod end, and I'll show you why here in a second. But let's get these 5 21mm lug nuts off. So the customer had a complaint of a popping noise as they were going over bumps, and I don't know, it was a unique sound. I heard it right away. I thought to myself, hey, lower control arm, maybe ball joint, but they took it to another shop and they replaced really expensive item, and then they replaced something else. Oh, sway bar link. It's $1,000 for those two. Absolutely, obviously on both sides, but absolutely ridiculous. That's why you're part of my channel. We're going to get to the bottom of it real quick, because all that shop really had to do was come over here and look, and when you're turning the wheel and you start hearing noises, check these outer tie rods. See, it's completely gone. And I did say lower control arm, but then when I come down here and look at the lower ball joint, it's completely flat and tore up. And there's nothing left of the ball joint. So I already did the other side, so we're going to go ahead and tackle this is the driver's side, and hopefully it goes as bad as the other side. But we're going to get through it together. Let's start. Okay, we're going to come down a couple 10mm we need to take off. Which is hard to do one-handed. That one. And there's one tucked in right there. It's extension. Extension might help. And I think I'm going to do one more on that side. Need to pull down. Yeah, I'm going to need to get these push pins too. So we're going to have to remove that push pin also. Oh, now I got dust and dirt and rust all in my face. Anyways, just do that one push pin, and that you get to that 19mm bolt right there. We're not going to tackle that one right now, but we're going to focus on the lower ball joint section first, because this should be your hardest part. So we're going to get that sprayed down with WD-40 and give it a second. Alright, the nut is going to come off. I'm fairly certain. It's 14mm. There we go. Got that off. This is the easy part. Yeah, this is the easy part. So, now that that's off, I can screw it back on, make it level. You just want to make sure you take it all the way off so that you know it comes off. All right, so this could be the hard part. I'm just going to try it. I'm gonna see if I can get it loose in here. Nope. And that's why you don't want to hit it with an impact or anything like that, because you really don't want to snap this bolt off. So, okay, nope. So that's not going to work. Now we're gonna come in under here and apply a lot of heat. You don't got to worry about burning up that rubber. It's going to stink, yes, but it's already bad. Nope, still no. So what I'm going to do is Alright, so tons of fire. Like a lot of fire. There we go. It's spinning in there. Now we just want to take this nut back off. And that's it. That's the hardest part right there. Now remember that bolt nut's going to be really hot. So, you know, don't get too crazy with touching. Now we're going to come down here and take off these two 19mm bolts. First one's going to be really long. This one's going to be pretty short because it goes inside this bracket right here. And whenever you're cooking, keep a bottle of water handy because could start a fire. Alright, so now we got this. Just gonna use a 6-inch extension. If you're doing the passenger side, you don't need any extension. That's all she wrote there. Gonna try it this way first. And that usually never works. So we're going to turn the wheel to the left. Now with that hit, we just there, now it's free. Now we can start by wiggling out this lower control arm. Which never happens. Oh, there you go. Out with the old. I'm not gonna like fully. Alright, so my camera battery died, which, you know, story of my life. So essentially I got all the bolts in, kind of bolted down. You don't want to tighten them up just yet. So you just want to get this lined up like so. I do have an air hammer, but I'll use this just because this is what you're probably going to be using. Don't hit the bottom of the ball joint, just hit the actual bottom of the lower control arm. This bolt should be cooled down by now, so to make it go a lot easier, we're just going to spray it down, lube it up, and then we'll quickly hammer through. Here, it's nice and flush. Straighten back out the wheel. Just break that off. $17mm nut. Whew, that was on there. Now don't get tempted to pound this out yet. You gotta loosen up this nut right here. So it's a 21 millimeter. And I know your instinct is to go righty-tighty. I'm sorry, yeah, righty. You wanna go lefty-loosey, but you wanna go righty-tighty. Because you wanna spin it towards the car. See, it's gonna flex that right there. Okay, you guys gotta get out of the way. So, got that loose, like I said. I did like a spin or two, and then we just beat the old one off. Now this one will be loose, so we're just gonna count them. 1, 5, 10, 15, 21, exact same as the other side. 1, 5, 10, 15. There's 21 right here. Oh. Now we're gonna put the new castle nut on. We don't need to tighten that up right now because we are going to then go lefty-loosey. And if you like your alignment guy, spin this bolt off, run it down and back up again so that he can easily make an adjustment. We're getting there. A little bit more. You just gotta line up the holes with I might go one more. Perfect. That through, tilt that up, perfect. Walk this one to the side, good enough. And with this one you do have to, screw in your own grease fitting. So that's how you replace the lower control arm and the outer tie rods on the Mazda. I hope this video helped you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I can't see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna get underneath the car, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget, check me out on Instagram, go down in there, and buy some Anything Auto merch.